How likely are we to have twins? What factors increase the risk of twin pregnancy? Are there miracle recipes? We took stock with Professor Yves Ville and Professor Jean-Claude Pons, two gynecologists and obstetricians specializing in twin pregnancy. On the internet, we can no longer count the number of forum pages and questionable articles that give tips from grandmothers for having twins. But are they based on scientific evidence? What factors really influence the risk, or chance, depending on your point of view, of having twins? We asked the question to two gynecologists specializing in twin pregnancy, Professors Yves Ville and Jean-Claude Pons, members of the scientific committee of the association Jumeaux et Plus. On some websites, drinking milk or supplementing your diet with dairy products is cited as one way to increase your chances of having twins. These foods would increase the level of FSH, follicle-stimulating hormone, which goes into ovulation, which would promote multiple ovulations. In fact, to date, there is no solid evidence to support such a thing. The only dietary factor admitted by gynecologists is the high consumption of sweet potato or yam. These two plants indeed have a molecule close to estrogen, which would influence the female menstrual cycle. As the largest consumer of yams, Nigeria thus records a very high number of twin pregnancies, almost 4 times the rate observed in France. However, it is not easy to say that it is the high consumption of sweet potato or yam that leads to these twin pregnancies. Other factors would also be involved, according to Professor Yves Ville, obstetrician gynecologist and head of department at Necker Hospital in Paris. If nothing prevents putting the sweet potato on your menus when you want to have twins, not sure that this is enough. Another contributing factor, the photoperiod. Behind this barbaric name hides in fact the relationship between the length of day and night. According to specialists, the longer the day, the greater the risk of twin pregnancy. Purely statistical, this correlation would explain, among other things, why Scandinavian women have more twins conceived in summer, when the sun does not fully set, than in winter, where the sunshine duration is only a few hours. But again, this is only an observation, which deserves to be explained and refined by further studies. Know in any case that this factor could explain why there are more conceptions of twins in summer than in winter in France. Even if this difference is small. The first thing one thinks of when discussing the probability of having twins is of course heredity. In the common imagination, having twins in your family is undeniably a factor that increases the chances of having them yourself. But the reality is more complex. It seems that there is indeed a link between heredity and twinning in families where there are many dizygotic twins, the fraternal twins. This could be explained by the presence of several genes playing on women's ovulation and leading to more polyovulations. For monozygotic twins, or identical twins, heredity is not really established. It is not yet clear whether genes are involved in the separation of an egg, once the egg-sperm encounter has taken place. Other statistical studies have also shown that the more children a woman has, the more her chances of having twins increase. But again, this is only a statistical observation, which can be explained by the risk of polyovulation which increases. The ethnicity also play a significant role. All specialists make the same observation. Black women are more at risk of twin pregnancy than white women, themselves more at risk than women of Asian origin. There are thus a maximum of 6 twin births per 1,000 in Asia, against 17 per 1,000 in France and up to 45 twin births per 1,000 in Nigeria. Note that these data can also be attributed to other factors, such as the daily sunshine duration or even diet.